in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa.
My name is Tubula Bajayi, and I'm a 2016 Mandela Washington Fellowship alumni from Nigeria.
My name is Ndasi Elvis Nukam, Mandela Washington Fellow 2016 cohort from WACSI College under the Civic Leadership track.
My name is Obiefule Ondukwe Irabweke. I'm from Nigeria and I'm a 2016 Mandela Washington Fellow. I did a 3-month practicum with MND Consulting in Lagos here. I'm actually based in Lagos as well. It was a very good experience. I was able to develop a curriculum to get youths more involved in policy and governance and industry. The experience so far has been very worth the while. We are looking obviously to even extending our relationship further after the practicum, because we'll be working together on several other youth initiatives. My mentor was Ben Andor. It's been a lovely mentorship experience, and obviously we're still going to continue talking obviously past the mentorship time. Ben advised me in several ways. Most recently I was trying to develop more my public speaking skills, and I asked him where I could actually get such skills, and where I can develop such skills. And he actually directed me to a group called Toastmasters, who I've already contacted, and I think I should be joining them the next couple of months. Several ways he's been fantastic. He's helped me network with a lot of people. He's introduced me to some fantastic people, and obviously he's been there for me apart from obviously the professional part. Personally, too, he's been able to give. He's advised me in several ways.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I was opportune to do my practicum in Bamenda in the northwest region of Cameroon with an NGO called Surodev. Surodev means Sustainable Run for Development, and it was really an amazing experience because considering that this NGO is not working directly with health, my interest in the NGO was because it's an NGO that succeeded to run many projects, and my interest was to see how I could gain those skills in first of all resource mobilization, secondly NGO management, and thirdly grant writing, proposal writing. And once I started work with this NGO, I was given the opportunity to participate in especially their proposal writing. We together wrote a grant proposal that we forwarded to one of their funders, and I was able to go through all the processes on how they set up the NGO and how they run their day-to-day activities, how they manage their staff, the administrative aspect, which I think were those things that were lacking as far as my own organization is concerned. So I was also opportune to be assigned to a mentor, Dr. Patience Kofi, who is one of the chief executive of Making Every Baby Count, MEXI. It's an international organization, and she's also the country director for Ghana. This is a public health expert with about 28 years of experience in disease control, and she's had a very sound record in managing NGO. When I was introduced to Patience, when I read her bio sketch, I was surprised how they could actually notice that this is the kind of person I need to talk to make sure that Unite for Health.
I got matched with a mentor after the Mandela Washington Fellowship in August of 2017, and it has been exciting would be the word. Just getting the match notification and reading my mentor's profile was first very relieving, because working in the field and with the interventions that I had chosen to prefer felt like a very lonely thing to do, and finding someone who was older than me and had done the same things on the same continent just first of all said to me that, okay, I'm not exactly crazy, and what I'm trying to do is actually doable. And having exchanged a couple of emails with my mentor so far, it's been very enlightening. Reviewing my leadership development plan with her has shown me how much can change in a year. I mean, how you can think that this is something that you want to do, and in 1 year you can actually see that there's more that needs to be done, and how it's okay to change as you go, like as nothing is really set in stone, since you're dealing with human beings, and human beings can be very volatile. So I can say that my mentorship experience so far, which I expect to continue into the future, has been fantastic. So for me, like I said, one of the things that my mentorship has done has been to first help me relax, because initially starting this project, being sure that it was something that needed to happen. Children with disabilities, specifically cerebral palsy, needed to have an opportunity to learn. I was extremely convinced. But then it was a very lonely journey, because I really didn't find anybody really who had the kind of experience that I was needing until I did meet my mentor for the first time. Somebody wasn't asking me if this was going to work. She was saying, "Oh, how can we make this work faster? And, how can we help you make this intervention more lasting?" And so for me, it has, first of all, solidified and given faith to what I'm trying to do. And it has helped me find answers without actually having to find them myself. So there's somebody to go to when I actually get stuck and say, "Help, I'm stuck," or "This is going on and I don't know how to handle this." And then, of course, with her wealth of experience, she's able to say, "Calm down, it happens, and these are tips that can help you get through these phases." So that has really helped me to solidify my own faith in what I'm trying to do, and it has helped me to see how much I can still do and how I can grow my impact.
A couple of years back, I started a group called We Have a Say, which is a youth policy and policy group that helps to get youth more involved in policy and governance. And we arrange specially designed symposium just to enlighten youths on the opportunities and why they need to get more involved in governance. The practicum which I did with Emedit Consulting was to actually develop a better curriculum and actually help me reach a wider audience, because one of the challenges I had was actually getting the youth together. But with Emedit Consulting, we've been able to work together and actually fine-tune how we can actually reach out to these youths. So what we've decided is we will actually be embarking on 20-minute presentations at different secondary schools for senior secondary school students. Basically, the practicum has actually helped me shape what We Have a Say is going to be doing going forward.
Considering my mentorship program, which I said is still going on, one of the greatest success so far recorded is the ability to be able to work with local partners. At first, I used to think that funding can only come from outside. But it's only when I started talking with Dr. Patience that I realized how much resources we have locally that can be harnessed to make my work better. I will share this little experience. While in the United States during the fellowship, when we met in Washington, D.C., during the exposition program, I met with this company called Project Cure. And when I presented my foundation to them, I told them, one of the challenges we have is getting medical equipment and getting medications and getting, all these medical devices to make our microclinic work efficiently. They said, "Oh, we are ready to help you. When you get back, send us your need, and we would send somebody to come to Cameroon, do a need assessment, and all you need to pay is $4,000 for need assessment fee. And when he comes back, we're going to prepare all what you need, and we can make a container load, a 20-feet container load for you, and you can pay $20,000 for handling charges." So when I came back home, it was an excellent idea, but I could not raise even the $4,000 for a need assessment fee, talk less of the $20,000. So I kept the idea aside, but when I met Dr. Patience during our first meeting, she gave me the very important assignment. Write down all the names of potential local organizations that are working or doing the same thing you are doing. And in writing down the name, I wrote down the Baptist Health Board, which is one of the big healthcare providers in Cameroon. They have hospitals in different parts of the country. And so when I talked to her about the challenge I had with Project Cure, she said, "But have you seen any of this organization locally that maybe can partner with you to place this order from Project Cure?" That's when it dawned on me that I had to talk to the Baptist Mission. Fortunately, the director of the Baptist Mission Health Board is a friend, but I've never leveraged the friendship to see how it could benefit Unite for Health Foundation. thanks to Dr. Patience, I had to walk up to Professor T. Pius, and I told him, Professor, I have this organization, Project Cure. They want to donate medical equipment, and they said I could partner with a faith-based organization, so we placed a common order. He said, yes, I know Project Cure. We've been ordering medical equipment from them. That was my wow moment, because I now saw how important network is, and he promised me that in the next order that the Baptist Health Board will be placing, Unite for Health Foundation will be given an opportunity to have its own consignment of equipment in the same container load. And I think this was thanks to Dr. Patience's advice on how to leverage local partnership before thinking about foreign donors or foreign financing. This is a program I think should not end, because when I think about the number of young people who need to be exposed to this opportunity, then I would say that if Mandela Washington Fellowship can continue for the next 15 years, then we have already built an Africa. We've already given Africa a platform for the best kind of leaders that the world will ever have. So I think as a Mandela Washington Fellow, I'm very proud that I was able to be given the opportunity, and I want many other young people to benefit from this opportunity. So I think the authorities that they should consider making this fellowship go across the 2019 period, so that we should be able to have our brothers and sisters experience this amazing opportunity of building great networks that will move our continent forward.
If this program ends, it would really be sad, because the truth is, the impact of this program is not just on Africa. That's why it's an exchange program. It's also on the United States, because I remember when I was leaving the organization that I had my professional development experience, my hosts didn't want me to leave, because according to them, they had learned more from me than I had learned from them, and they just wanted to continue learning, since I was bringing so much to the table, because I was coming from Africa, and so I was used to creating solutions, because, well, a lot of things were not necessarily readily available in Africa. And so that actually did teach my colleagues a lot of things about just being intuitive and innovative about creating solutions. And so the impact of the fellowship is kind of, symbiotic, in the sense that America also gains a lot from the fellows that come through every year. And so losing all of that impact would be really saddening.